Hi guys, I'm Katy and welcome back to my channel. So this week I wanted to do something a little bit different, maybe a little bit more chatty. I wanted to do a get ready with me / my February favourites. So there's a couple of products that are new that I'm going to be talking about and a couple of products that maybe I haven't used before or I've used before but I haven't highlighted how much I love them. So yeah, I'm gonna get started straight away. So guys, I'm going straight in with my first product. This is one of my first February favourites. So it's by a brand called Algenist and it's a concentrated colour correcting drops. And basically this one just basically helps to take away any dullness. It just helps to brighten my face. I'm literally going to use it as a primer with my Zoeva 102 Silk Finish brush, and I'm just going to blend that all over the skin. You can see it's just going to brighten up my skin and even it out slightly. These, I believe, I say these because there's different colour drops. There's one for redness, one for greenness, sallowness, dullness, there's quite a few. And these drops are going to be out in Space NK in the first week in March. But I really rate it, guys. Quite a fan of Algenist. So my second February favourite is my Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation by Maybelline New York. So it's a little bit dark for me, so I'm going to mix it in with my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Those guys that saw my behind the scenes of Fashion Week, my vlog, might have known that Maybelline sponsored that show. So I got a really good goodie bag of all Maybelline stuff, so which is really great. So it's allowed me to try some stuff and I actually really love it. So I'm literally just gonna use my Zoeva Silk Finisher brush and I'm literally just gonna buff that all over my skin. So my next February favourite, which I did use last week in my tutorial, is the Time by Concealer by the Balm Cosmetics. And I actually quite like it. It's quite a full coverage. So if you're not into full coverage concealers, it's probably not for you, but it's really great. It literally will cover any dark circles. And because I've got it in slightly lighter colour, I do use it as a bit of a highlight as well. And I'm literally going to dab it on with my finger. Like so. So I really like this foundation. I never ever have bought a matte foundation ever in my life. So when I had these Velvet Matte Maybelline foundations, I was like, I'm not going to like them. But actually, I love them. So I put it underneath my eyes, and a little bit on my chin. Like so. And that awful blemish up there. And I'm simply just going to take my beauty blender and blend that out. So now I've just literally done my whole face. I'm literally going to move on to the eyes. I decided to go with this Get Ready With Me video. I decided to go for quite like a natural eye, nothing too complicated, quite easy for you guys to create as well if you were following this tutorial and doing it at the same time. So I'm just going to be using the Painterly base by MAC, and I'm literally just going to put it on using my finger all over my lid. I have, guys, already done my brows, as you can probably tell. I have done a full brow tutorial of these, so I will link that below. I'm quite pleased how they come out. Sometimes I get my days when I do my eyebrows and one is just like mental or they don't even work, like they're not the same. But today, I was happy. So next, on my eyes, I'm going to be using one of, I think, my favourite February favourite. And it is, just going to cut up my eyebrow a little bit. This is the Warm Spectrum palette by Zoeva. And you can have a look at the colours. I just think they're beautiful. I love them. So I'm going to be using this, and today I'm just going to be using this like pinky orangey shade and the brown and maybe a nude as well. Whilst I'm talking about Zoeva, I'm also going to talk about this Luxe Prime set. So I got a brush set and I love it. I'm in love. I think there was about 10 that came in the pack, but not only I think the brushes are really good quality and I think they're amazing, also they just come really good shapes, the brushes. Like, so this one is really similar to a 217 by MAC, but this is like a short, thin version, great for like cut creases and getting really in there. And this is like a bigger, thicker version, dirty, but love them. So first of all, I'm going to go in with these guys. These eyeshadows are numbered, like this one I'm using is a WR100, so I will just link them below because they don't have names. So I'm just going to take this light pinky orange kind of colour and I'm just going to put it all over my lid using the 221 Zoeva brush. Kind of just like winging it out slightly and just concentrating in the crease. This look is a really nice like spring summer makeup look. In the UK, guys, it has been sunny this week, which is so nice. It has been very cold but sunny, so I really did feel a little bit summery. So I'm going to be using a bright lipstick today, another one of my February favourites. So I thought I'd kind of just go peachy on the eyes for it all to tie in. So once I've done that, guys, I'm just going to go in with my Teddy eye pencil by MAC Cosmetics, and I'm just literally going to run that along the top and run that along the bottom, like so. This pencil is so nice. It's like a brown, it's a brown, I want to say coal, but it's not coal pencil that it's kind of like slightly metallic-y, so it's really soft. So I'm going to be taking the brown from this Zoeva palette and I'm just going to be using the wing liner brush by the same brush set, and I'm literally going to put a little bit on the end and I'm just going to go along my lash line like so, because today I'm going to be using pretty mega lashes, which I love, but they're pretty big, so I just want to make sure that it just blends nicely with my lash line and we're not just sticking lashes just on nothing. So it'd be nice just to give the lash line a little bit of definition. And then I'm just going to be taking the soft definer brush and I'm just going to go over that just to blend it out slightly. And guys, I'm also going to take the brown underneath and then we can just smoke that out afterwards. And then I'm just going to take the soft definer brush again and I'm just going to blend that out like so. I'm getting a little bit of fallout, but we can clear that up in a minute. So the lashes I'm going to be using today, guys, are Lana lashes by Huda Beauty. They're pretty big, so if you're not like a huge person that's into like huge lashes, I completely get this is not for you. I don't normally wear big lashes like these, and the other day I literally just put them on and I thought they looked great, so now I'm using them today. However, if I was in a shop I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm going to buy those. I normally prefer like really like wispy ones. I'm actually a real fan of Lily Lashes. I'm not even going to try and pronounce her surname. Lily Galachi. Her lashes are great. They're really thin and wispy and more on the natural side, whereas I find Huda Beauty ones are a lot more dense and thick. But I think for this look, these look great. So I'm just placing my House of Lashes glue on the lashes, and this I think is my favourite lash glue. I do think it's quite strong, so everything I find does stay, which is great. And then I'm just going to wait for the glue for about a minute, just to go slightly tacky. After this, I've got a client, and then I'm doing a bridal trial, so I think I'm going to have to take them off. because I think I might scare them. So with another February favourite is my Kiko Natural Concealer. I did use this in February and I did use it. I'm just going to clean up under the eyes with this. And I did say it was basically the same as Radiant Rose by MAC, but it's literally like half the price. And I'm literally just going to go over that concealer we did and just clean up under the eyes just so we brighten it. And this isn't too thick, guys, so it's not going to make it super heavy underneath the eyes at all. It's just going to nicely clean it up and just give it that extra bit of brightness. I'm just going to set underneath my eyes with my NARS translucent powder. As I used a matte foundation, I'm not going to be using a powder everywhere, just basically on my T-zone and around the mouth. So just to finish with the eyes, I'm just going to take my Kiko mascara and I'm just going to layer on lots of mascara on the bottom. Because the lashes are so dramatic and quite heavy on top, I'm just going to make sure I just even that out by putting lots of mascara on the bottom. Quickly move on to the skin, and for contour powder I'm just going to be using my Radial Sculpting Powder, and I'm just going to take my Zoeva Luxe Sheer Cheek Brush, and I'm just going to define those cheekbones by just doing a little bit underneath. And this is a really cool colour, so it's great for sculpting the face. A little bit on my nose and a little bit in the hairline. And then I'm just going to go over that with my matte bronze by MAC Cosmetics, literally just to warm the skin up. And just go underneath my cheekbones. Just a little bit around my nose, not too much. I don't think I'm that into like massively contouring my nose. Another February favourite of mine is by Benefit Cosmetics, and it's the Dandelion blush. By no means, guys, is this a new product. It's not at all. It's just I've repurchased it. I used to have it growing up when I was young. Actually, I lie. My first ever job was working on a Benefit counter when I was like 17, and I used to wear it all the time. And then I was like, I really miss this blush, and I went back and I got it, and I literally love it. And this is just going to tie in super nice with my pinky eyeshadow. So I'm just doing it on the apples of my cheeks and then taking it up to my contour as well, just to give myself a little bit of colour. So next I'm moving on to highlight, which is one of my February favourites as well. I've actually already spoken about this in another video, but it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. Amazing. I'm actually going to be using the Gleam one, and that's the lightest one. I think this is $40, guys, and Cult Beauty in the UK are selling it, so you can now order it on Cult Beauty. Cute! My jumper has stars on it. Sorry. So easily distracted. Yeah, so Cult Beauty are now selling this, so it's really good for the people that are based in the UK. But it's amazing because these all come out separately, so if you want to put them in palettes, you can. Altogether an amazing product. And I'm just going to apply that with my Anastasia Beverly Hills A23 brush, and I'm just going to use the Starburst and Crush Pearl. I'm kind of just going to mix them like that, and you see my highlighter be popping. I'm just going to take that all around there, and a little bit on my brow bone too, but you can see that that's an amazing highlight. I'm just going to go along my nose and just on my tip of my nose, tip of my cupid's bow, and I'm just going to take it on the other side as well. As you can see, I look so glowy. last but not least, guys, I'm gonna go in with my last February favourite, which is my Dose of Colour Coral Crush liquid lipstick. I love Dose of Colour. They're like my newfound love, I think. I think they're super pigmented, and this colour is insane. Could be a little bit bright for some people, but it is such a beautiful colour. And I'm simply just gonna go in, apply it how I normally do. So I do it quite... I kind of just rub it in first, and the reason I do this is because it is easy now to go around that line and shape my lip than if I would just be following nothing. So I'm just gonna now start on my bottom. So guys, that's the end of my get ready with me video slash tutorial. So if you guys like this kind of style of videos, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and do subscribe, and let me know if you'd like to see more of these kind of videos. Also, please leave comments about my lighting. If you prefer this camera, because this is actually, I'm filming on my Sony this week rather than my Canon because my Canon's broken. But let me know if you prefer this, because I'm actually quite liking it. And also, let me know what you'd like to see next week. And don't forget, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter under the name of makeupby_Katy Jane as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I shall see you next week.